Welcome to Lockpod,
Amateur
Season
hour.
17, Episode 8, live from Parr, Indiana, Lake County Studios, the Midwest's most dangerous podcast. Good morning, fellas. Three sport coats, 3 suits.
Way to go, Kevin. That was good.
Just mumbling.
Regardless of what Lindsay said, that
Interrupted.
you're an amateur.
Interrupted me.
She said you're amateur. You can't.
She said it's amateur hour.
You can't heckle someone in their backswing.
That's what she did.
Yeah.
That's exactly
I'm
right.
gonna do what I want to do.
Welcome to
She's a pregnant
the
woman.
notorious
She's gonna do
pregnant
what she wants to
LMP.
do. That's how that
She's
goes.
preggers.
We all know
The
that.
P stands for pregnant.
There you go.
Yeah. So you get a pass, but it's going on the list.
It's going on the list when
Yeah.
she's not
Fine.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Our title.
Welcome to Johnny Law.
I'm excited to be here. It's cold, and I like to
The
chat
worst
with my
half of
friends.
Cantrell and Cantrell.
That's fine. I'm good. Yeah, she's good. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
fight that.
It's like going to a mid-tier Ivy League school. You know,
That's right.
It's just
We're
as
going
good.
to a medium quality entertainment podcast.
That's right.
That's all.
Yeah. But we have the Godfather of Booty, Matt Reardon.
Matt
here.
Reardon is in the
Yes,
house.
yeah.
Welcome back,
It's,
Matt.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. It is cold. It's January. It sucks out. But,
does.
Here we are.
John, how
Hey.
you feeling, brother?
A little bit better.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do
keep
not have the
your
locomotive
distance.
today, but we're going to bring
Keep
a
your
quality
distance.
show. We're going to talk. Well, first of all, we got to get caught up with Matt. We got a little Diego Morales to talk about. We definitely are going to go through the Alex Preddy shooting later in the show, and of course, it's Tuesday, so that means Corinne Straight is here with Straight Talk
Taco
with
Tuesday?
Corinne.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday and Corinne Straight all at once.
Yeah.
So
Does that
John,
mean something
I got
different
a-
to you, John?
I got a
Taco
name.
Tuesday?
Taco Tuesday. Yeah, it's an important part of my life.
I agree.
I think that we need to maybe we can. I'm proposing a name change for Corinne Straight's piece.
okay, we'll
You know,
run it
this
by
is,
her.
This is Lake County specific, so yeah.
True. What do you? We
Like,
got it.
I'm
yeah,
thinking
or-
Paul
You
Abdul.
gonna
Paul
tell us,
Abdul.
Or are you just gonna keep it to yourself?
Think Paul Abdul.
Think Paula Abdul. So you're going to spring it on her when she gets on, or
Yeah,
you don't
sure.
know? All right,
yeah, let's
we'll,
do it.
We'll
All
run
right.
it by her.
Oh, I know it. Yeah.
Instead of
yeah.
Straight Talk.
You came
with
right
Corinne
out of that
Straight.
with that concert. You were all
Yeah.
you're all
You're
doped
ready.
up on that.
Yeah, for sure.
That had to be awesome.
The '90s show.
Yes.
Yes.
By the way, I
Yeah.
saw you in a great
I saw
90s
you.
tracksuit
Dude, that
on
was
Friday.
sweet.
Yeah.
You were wearing it well.
So why don't you set the table here? That was.
Yeah, so on Friday night at the Horseshoe Casino, there was a great partnership between Horseshoe and SSCVA, which is, of course, run by our friend Phil Talon.
Phil the Thrill.
Phil the Thrill. And Phil was dressed as Vanilla Ice, which it was like just made for Phil, right? This thing was made for Phil.
I want pictures.
Oh,
Oh,
you
there's
don't
lots of
you don't
pictures.
want pictures.
Yeah, you do.
Whoever
Um,
has pictures, text them to me.
right
We're gonna
now.
put them
All
Right
right,
now.
John will
Keep
take care of
I
that.
saw one.
Yeah. And
They
so-
look good.
Yeah.
And so they had this DJ at the bar at Horseshoe, like kind of a pre-show
Pre-party.
get-together, which was cool. They had food, they had like pizza,
it was
fries.
it was a hype party.
and it was a hype party for sure because the DJ was way too loud. That makes me sound really old.
No, it doesn't.
But there were a lot of people dressed up in '90s wear. It was really funny. I was not, because I was just there.
Kevin,
for the
you look.
All
cocktail.
You look
Kevin
sexy.
can wear is
You
a
look
suit
sexy.
and a
I did wear a sweater for the first time in a long time.
Oh.
A crew neck
Yeah.
sweater.
A
So if that
Cosby
counts.
Well, at least you made
a sweater with a button up underneath it.
at least you made it out.
I made it out, which-
I didn't.
By the
Yeah.
way, I made it out. And
It was
that-
like 5:30. I shot a text out to Phil.
I wish I could remember.
And then he sent me a picture back of him and John and their wives together. And I showed that to my wife. She goes, "What the fuck is with this dress up party?"
Yes. See, John, what were the bands that? So it was CNC Music Factory,
Vanilla Ice?
Rob Bass. No, Rob Bass did not come. He's
Right.
sick.
Yeah,
Vanilla
she's
Ice.
sick.
No way.
Yes.
Young MC and Tone Loc.
Wow.
Yes.
Funky Cold Medina.
So you know what?
Sweet.
What
That's
the
like the
lesson is?
soundtrack from South Padre for me.
Yeah. Who knows what would have happened with you there? If
That's-
you'd
oh,
have had some
yeah.
memories
I'd
of
had
South
some bad
Padre.
flashbacks.
Yeah.
That was the one and only time I was in prison.
There would be.
I was in jail.
In jail,
South
not
Padre.
prison.
There would be another Reardon baby potentially.
Who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
there may. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, you guys need more kids in
That's
the world.
right.
Yeah, you got good genes.
You
Right,
need one
we
of those
do.
Yeah.
spring break surprise.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it was a great concert, and it's fun to get invited to things like that. You
no,
go.
that's an airdrop notification.
You-
we got pictures.
We got pictures.
Yeah, we
We've
got
got
pictures.
God.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah,
those up.
so it was so good. So many people dressed up. There was a lot of local
Lot of
celebrities
fun.
there.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I hung out
Yeah.
with the assessor.
yes.
Latanya Spearman was looking phenomenal in her Lakers
Yes.
like jumpsuit. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Our buddy
This is,
Phil.
Yeah.
Come
This
on.
is your head of the South Shore.
That was when we
Phil
came into.
Talon.
That was right
You
when
can
we
be proud
came
of
into
him.
the party. Yeah.
Look at all the people at the party.
No, the party. the party was packed. There's 300 people there.
For those who are listening, we got to describe
It really was.
him.
It really was a great
His
party.
hair is ascending. He's wearing some glasses.
Yeah, you could tell he had a really expensive blowout. His hair is
He went
vanilla
to a
icy, you know,
salon.
and his hair. Honestly speaking, his hair is always kind of vanilla icy.
True.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it wasn't
Star-spangled overalls.
Star-spangled overalls.
Only one took.
And so just for the record, this was not a MAGA
True,
Vanilla
true.
Ice
Yes,
party.
that's
This was
true.
I Love the 90s tour where they have
Could've
like
fooled
10
me.
different 90s acts that all rotate in a
I would have
in a
loved to
variety
see
of
Phil
shows.
with Vanilla Ice a photo.
Like, doing the Running Man together.
Yeah,
that'd
that
be
was-
good.
Is that
But-
Vanilla Ice on the shirt?
Oh, there we
too?
go. Look at that. The
It looks
Cantrell
like
and Cantrell
Milo.
plus the Talons.
John, your
Nice.
wife looks great.
Yeah,
Look at her.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a costume.
always looks
I like
great.
That.
Yeah,
She does.
Doesn't she?
She really
Wow.
put some effort into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
she
guys
did.
went for
she,
it.
She won a costume. She won a horseshoe hoodie. They gave out
From
prizes.
Phil, by the way.
From from Phil, but she did have one of the
She
best
deserved to
costumes.
win.
Yeah, she did.
Look at that. I mean,
Yes.
she's wearing a jumpsuit. It's very 90s. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Sam, what's your
Fantastic.
T-shirt
She
say?
looks adorable. What it says?
West
The
Coast.
juice is loose. Free OJ. I had a free OJ shirt on.
Nice.
You know, and like a lot of people think OJ's dead. I don't
my
believe
God.
it.
You don't believe it?
He was he was getting ready to get charged. The juice is loose. Yeah.
That's a hell of a shirt, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that.
I stand-
What else should a criminal
Where did you
defense
get that
attorney be
shirt?
wearing?
I'm not answering that, Lindsay.
Amazon.
Yes. Yeah. No, I had it.
You
I had
no
that
way
shirt.
Amazon sells that.
I had.
Who knows?
Yeah, I bought it from my friend Slack when he was selling it.
Nice.
May he rest in peace.
You gotta wear that to court, dude.
I own that shirt and that outfit.
That
by the way.
jumpsuit, you own that.
That
You
was
did
mine.
not order
No,
that.
That was mine.
All right, well,
Yeah.
congratulations, Phil, on a
Yeah.
great event. It was a
What
lot of
a
fun.
hell
And
of
good
a
job
shirt.
by the way, great job by Horseshoe Casino.
Yeah,
They were an awesome.
Samantha Colensis
Beautiful.
and Phil and Jose put on a great party
Good.
there. Yeah.
All right, well, it's been freezing out here in the region.
Yeah, it is.
And it's also, even though we got like 8 inches of snow, I talked to Charlie down in Bloomington. They said they got 20.
Yeah.
And Indianapolis got pounded with about, I don't know, a foot, right?
Ooh.
13,
Yeah,
14
yeah.
inches. And our Secretary of State,
Diego.
got.
Everyone loves Diego.
Look
What
at
in the
him.
world is
He learned
Diego?
a new skill.
He learned a new skill, kind of. We're going to figure this out.
He tweeted this.
He did. And
Okay.
Diego Morales tweeted the following. John, you want to read that?
Yeah. Rain, sleet, or snow, work still gets done. Same work ethic at home as I bring to the State House because I believe in rolling up my sleeves and doing the hard work myself. No days off.
And then there's
this
a
is the
then there's
picture.
a photo of him, apparently probably at home somewhere near Indianapolis, and he's got a big old shovel. And I think we all kind of called out a couple things on this, but
Yes.
there were some great tweets about this too.
Okay, so the problem is, he is in the middle of his driveway.
Yes.
And half the driveway has already been plowed, and he is in
Plowed, by the way.
Yeah, plowed.
It looks
yeah,
plowed,
that's.
yeah.
Thank you for pointing that word out. So you can see the ground, and you can see his boots, you can see his pants, and you can see his black jacket and his black hat and his black gloves, and he's pristine.
Nothing.
Nothing. Not
same
an
thing.
ounce of snow.
Exactly. And
There's
so
no
you-
snot bubble
there's-
coming
right.
down.
There's no
on
s-
your
when you shovel
face.
He's not
snow?
clutching
Yes.
his chest
Yeah.
from like
Correct.
working his
Falling
heart.
over. When you shovel snow gets on you.
Yes.
He's got nothing on him. And the other thing I thought that was a dead giveaway, overhand grip with his right hand
What is
on that
that
shovel.
move?
Like,
What
who does
is
that?
this?
You can't do that.
Hold, please.
No.
What-
You
what
can't
is
shovel
What-
snow
what is-
like
what is
this.
this?
Yeah.
What?
That's asking
Whoa.
for spinal issues.
Yeah.
Not only that, you can't do it.
It's like somebody who went to the bowling alley for the first time and they're walking up with two hands and
And
their
then
hands
you're
not
in
in
the
the
roll.
hole. You're like, oh, it's their first time
But
doing
also,
that. Yeah.
he stuck his shovel in the middle of a
row.
row.
Well,
Yeah,
I-
like you
I-
got to start at the end and move your way
So
down.
I love
He's just
studying
starting
crime
in the middle.
scenes, and you can tell based on
It's a
the
crime scene.
repetitive pattern of the snow
Yeah.
removal pattern. There is obviously
That's not a shovel.
No, it's a plow or some type of
snowblower.
some type of
And that
snowblower. Yeah.
that shovel's too thin.
John,
too.
what's the reaction to this? I thought we still
Well,
had something good.
Yeah, I was going to say something bad must happen with this tweet because you can see he turned off the
All the
comment. So
That's
nothing
usually a
good
good
came
sign.
of this
And
I
tweet.
don't understand. These guys are such dorks. I don't know.
So
John, didn't we have another
weird.
response here on that one? Like, I think somebody put something up. Here we go.
yeah.
Diego appears to have used a snowblower to clear a track and then pretend to shovel. This is a fitting analogy for how he is seen to be running his office and why many don't trust him. That was a tweet.
Okay.
And then we got something else I think that was even funnier.
Oh, shit.
So this is great fodder for Blythe Potter and
Ooh,
and the buy, yeah.
Fodder for Potter.
Ooh,
Yeah.
this is intense.
Whoa.
Some cussing.
Yes.
Very
Ooh.
obviously staged.
Snow had already been
People
cleared
have a
and
lot
moved.
of feelings about shoveling
Okay,
snow.
so but you
Yeah.
don't you like let's say that me
How
and
low in the camera angle do you think
Yeah.
that guy is to get that photo?
What
that
is
way?
ROT?
He's got to be on the ground.
rolling on
shooting
the
it up.
floor,
Yeah.
laughing out loud.
Thank you,
Kevin.
Lindsay.
That's
Oh,
awful loud.
Okay, so like let's say that you're shooting this camera with shooting this commercial with Tom McDermott. Okay, one of us, whether it was Kevin, the Godfather of Booty, or Lindsay, or John Vesmore, or myself, we would push Tom in the snow, and they're like,
sure.
okay,
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
now
hell
take
yeah.
this
Now do
picture.
it, dude.
Now take this picture.
Now you look
dude.
like you've been shoveling.
Yeah,
Now-
throw a snowball fight, and then
Get
we're
your
gonna take
hat
the
a little
picture.
askew.
Yes.
Yes.
He doesn't
You
even
know.
look like he's broken a sweat. He looks like he walked outside and then he's
not
going to
even
walk back
smiling.
in.
He looks like so serious.
Lindsay's slapping Tom's face so it looks
Yeah,
red.
it looks
Yeah,
red, right.
Yes.
Get it red.
Yeah.
Pinch
Then your
your
hat
cheeks.
sits on the top of your head and you're
Yes.
real sweaty, and then your
Yes.
jacket gets open
Can we-
and
can
you're
we
fucking
go-
Your
pissed.
jacket gets
Yes.
open.
Can we
Right.
go back to the original tweet, though? Because, like,
Yeah.
the other thing that John and I were talking about, Vez and I were talking about, was like, he's trying to get credit for something that you're just doing. Like, how does this
Hey,
go to, like, work ethic at the State House? You're shoveling
cannot
effing
shovel your
snow.
I
driveway.
would
Yeah.
also like to point out he
I mean-
says
What?
no days off, and he posted this in the middle of the workday.
Well, they had state agencies were closed yesterday,
Yeah.
so he got the day
No,
off yesterday.
no days off.
What?
Okay.
It's
Whoa.
offensive to the
A
snow
Sunday,
shoveling
Sunday, Lens.
population. Anybody who shoveled snow would be like,
I agree.
You're a jackass.
It's offensive to the
Yes.
snow shoveling population.
Yes, and right now it seems like everybody in Indiana is in that population,
Yeah.
so that's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah, so bet your money on the Democratic Party
Yes,
and the
Bo Bye or
secretaries.
Blythe Potter.
Yes, yes.
It does make his caption that more like shocking. His
Yeah.
whole
Yes.
caption is like, "I believe in rolling up my sleeves.
All right,
no
so-
days off."
What that tells me about his inner circle is he has a bunch of yes men and nobody that will correct him. He's
And
like,
say,
"This
you
is what
can't
we're-
post
yeah."
this. This looks ridiculous.
You're like, yes, no, bro. You
Yeah.
know, and that
You're a poser. What are you doing?
yes,
He's a
everybody
dork.
everybody
That's
hates
all he
posers.
is.
Everybody doesn't. Yeah, I
Just
agree
a
with you.
little
Nobody
babe.
likes posers. All right, let's keep going. We got a great story about Matt Reardon and a gym membership.
So listen to this. So at the end of first of all, Happy New Year. everybody.
Yes,
we're a
thank
little
you.
late on.
No, that's okay.
Welcome.
It's
Welcome.
January.
But,
It's January.
So at the end of every year, I kind of go through my bank account and I'm like, what am I paying for? What, streaming services do I need to get rid of or
Absolutely.
whatever? So I see this, and look, all right. So I have a gym membership that I maybe use
It's
12
obvious.
times a year.
No, it's
right?
obvious. It's obvious. You
right?
have a good one. You-
So,
Yeah.
but I want it there when I need
Obvious.
to use it.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in the winter, they have tanning. You
Yeah,
gotta go there,
there you go.
get a little sun,
Well,
right?
yeah,
Mostly.
yeah,
And
yeah.
my friend Derek owns it, and so I go and
Do you want
I
to give
help
it a
friend
plug?
out.
Do you want to give it a plug? Go ahead.
Derek's he owns a few Anytime Fitness.
Okay.
So I'm a member of Anytime
Oh, is that the one
Fitness.
where you can go 24 hours with a key, get in?
Correct.
Yeah.
Get in. So
All right.
I also find out that I have two other memberships to we'll just call them
Other gyms.
We'll just call them Global Exercise. We'll just
Okay.
call them
Okay.
Global Exercise.
All right.
right.
You have
So
three
I got it.
gym
I have 3
memberships?
gym memberships, as you can see.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can
So
tell.
I'm going through my thing, and I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck is this again? So I'm like, that's it. I get on the phone. I call my daughter. Victoria, I thought you canceled this gym membership. She said, I did. I have my own. I said, I thought we did this 1.5 years ago.
Oh my!
Year
right?
and a half.
Right.
Must
so
be nice.
at Global
Must be
Exercise,
nice to not notice
at
the
Global
$80.
Exercise,
Must be nice.
you have to go to the place that you opened your account. So I had done that 1.5 years
Did you remember which one you went to?
I did.
Okay.
So I went to that one, but after first going to the wrong one, to be honest. Okay. Like, did I go there? Like, sir, you have to go to the one you signed up. I'm like, right. So I go there. I'm like, hey. And there's this nice person up at the front desk. And I said, listen, cancel any gym membership associated with me, this credit card, this anything.
Makes sense.
Yes, sir. Gotcha. So it stops. I'm like, oh, good. Now I'm down to 1 gym membership. So I swear to God, I'm going through my shit in January,
And sure
there
enough-
it is.
No
Global
way.
Exercise.
It
Back up.
All 3?
Yes. Back
Come
up.
on.
Victoria's paying. They're charging me, and I'm paying my regular one. So finally I said, what look, first of all, there has to be some type of method to get a
Cancellation or
a
just a
lawsuit against these people for scamming. Class action
Yes.
lawsuit.
because they make their money
Well-
based on like the fact that everybody just kind of
So imagine,
keeps going.
Imagine,
keeps renewing.
Storage
imagine
units.
if there's
Yes,
a million,
exactly,
just
John.
1 million fucking people
Yeah.
at $10 a month.
Think about that. No wonder they're open.
Yes.
Oh, so,
I'm
you're
like,
talking about Planet Fitness.
Kevin Smith handles
Global
class
exercise.
action.
According to chat,
No,
Kevin's
I,
talking about Planet Fitness.
like I told you guys before we started, I had to cancel a debit card to stop Planet Fitness
Wow.
from charging.
What?
I went in there twice asking
What?
them to stop. They had first off, I sent them an email and they said you need to come in. I
Yep.
went in.
John, this sounds like
They
a class
tried to
action.
cancel. They didn't. They said okay, we'll handle it. And no, I had to cancel.
I finally
a debit
canceled
card.
that. That's kind of what I
Wow.
did. I went called my bank and I went, any charge from this place, cancel it.
Wow.
So it doesn't end. They fight back.
No
They're
way.
like, sorry, sir, your secondary fucking charge card allows us to keep charging this. And I went, all right, that's it. So I think I ought to sue them. I mean,
that is
it's ridiculous.
ridiculous.
If that's going on.
secondary charge card
What
I'm like,
in the
who the
hell?
fuck goes that deep?
Right.
Those motherfuckers
for
do.
$10.
Right?
All they care about is your health, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you think you have a class action suit, call Smith Sursick. Tell them John Cantrell sent you. That's 219-933-7600. I'm 100% serious because
Can
there's
you
a lot of good
imagine?
class action suits out there.
This is
I tell you
interesting.
what.
Yeah.
Think about that. Everybody who joined the gym in January, you were going to get fit and shit. right?
Unbelievable.
Okay. Think about this.
Oh, yeah,
So you
by
stop.
February.
Now, mind you, you're tired of this shit. You're tired of going.
Yeah,
You're
it's cold
tired.
out.
You've been lying to your wife about going. You're just going to the tavern.
What?
You know, or maybe going to hit golf
Tanning,
balls.
maybe just going to
maybe you just
tan.
go tan and walk around and maybe get a smoothie. Fuck, I don't know. Right? But I had 3 of these goddamn memberships. I should be
That's
looking
enough
like
to drive-
Schwarzenegger.
yeah, that's
I was
enough to
fucking
drive you
pissed
nuts.
off about
Absolutely.
I was going to say your glutes looked extra strong. So
Well,
some
they
of
do.
this
He's
is
working.
Thanks,
working.
man.
Yeah.
He's working.
Rear, putting the rear in Reardon.
it. That's right.
You know
John's
it.
been on
You
that
know this.
Stairmaster.
Vez, what did you find here? This is interesting. John found this article.
Yeah, we discovered that not too long ago there was a click to cancel rule that was supposed to be enacted.
And what is that? What's
It's-
click to cancel?
The spirit of that rule from the FTC is it's supposed to be as easy to cancel a gym membership as it is to sign up for one.
Seems fair.
Yeah.
Seems very fair. And that got struck down like days before it was supposed to take effect.
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
I don't know.
Donald Trump's FTC.
Was it
Fuck.
Trump's FTC?
What administration
or-
did this?
I don't know.
Well, I think the
Florida.
The rule was created by the FTC in 2024.
right, so that'd been under Biden,
That would have been under Biden,
and then it was
struck
struck
down
down
by
in
Trump, I
In
2025.
2025. Yeah.
So after a check was written, then it went
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Somebody has a good.
Curious.
Somebody's got a really good lobbyist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how else do you explain this being struck down?
No
There-
reason.
no. Yeah.
It's,
Well, the credit card companies got together with the gym people. They're like, hey,
Right.
we can't have this click to
come on.
this
cancel.
is like
Yeah.
10, 15
This is how we
million
make
dollars
our
a month.
This is how we make
Yes.
our money. It's probably more. It's probably $100 million a month.
Think about it.
Yes.
Insane. So class action.
Let's revolt
Action.
people. Let's
I
fight
want-
back. Who's with me? Come
yeah,
on.
let's
Yes.
get reinstate the click to cancel rule.
I will
That's
say
right.
this.
Or let's sue them.
when
Let's
I
sue them.
when the Y opened in Hammond, the beautiful Y,
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I canceled my Fitness Point membership, and it was over the phone. It was done.
Wow.
One and done.
Yeah, see, well,
Yeah.
they're a local business. And
Have you
they're-
checked your Checked
your secondary credit
receipts?
card?
Secondary credit card.
I
You're like,
have
"What's
because
that?
unlike
Maybe it-"
Reardon, it wouldn't take me a year and a half to notice something like that.
All right, I kind of do feel a bit gluttonous about
Yeah.
not catching that.
Wait, that's not your fault. Vesmar has like 90 interns, so like don't
That-
feel bad.
yeah,
He's got
they're-
all kinds of
He's
people
got all
on
kinds
it.
of time to go through his credit
Yes,
card statement
right.
line by
He's-
line.
you
you know,
like
and
the
it's
White
just
House
it's
staff.
just like $10. It's like $10. So
But-
Right.
it looks it doesn't
It's
look
innocuous.
It's fairly
Totally.
benign. For all I know, it's one of the channels that I have.
Right, one of the
streamed-
kids
I don't know,
subscribed to and you
whatever.
forgot.
Yeah.
What's this
so
Planet Fitness channel?
What is this fitness channel? What the fuck? Who's fucking watching
Subscribing
this?
to this.
What else did you cancel, Reardon?
I'm
We
gonna
wanna-
cancel
Oh,
a bunch of
yeah.
shit
Okay.
coming up
Couple
here.
I have
OnlyFans
a not-
accounts.
You've got
Ooh.
whoa. I don't think
Hey,
so.
listen. How he makes his money is his own business.
And how he spends it.
That's
No.
right. It's America.
No, how
still.
he spends it is Mara's business.
He's got his feet game is strong. Let's just
That's
say
right.
that.
All right.
That's
I've heard
right.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, fellas. One of the big news items over the past several weeks, of course, is the Chicago Bears and whether they're going to come to Northwest Indiana. And, of course, as the economic development guru, because I believe that's your Twitter handle, isn't it? EchoDev Guru, is that right?
Yes, it is.
At EchoDev Guru.
Is it really?
I wish everybody could see this because in that picture of Tom right there that Vesmar has up on the screen,
He's about to say
he looks
fuck.
like he looks like Tom the Rock McDermott. Doesn't he look like the
Yeah.
Rock with his eyebrow up
I
like
think
that?
he looks like he's going to blow an
Yes.
F-bomb out, though.
Yeah.
Like,
He
you
does
know, like,
look
what
mad,
the
doesn't he?
fuck
Yeah.
are you talking
yes, doesn't
about?
it look like, look at that photo. He's about to say the F word.
Yes, like
You
Chicago.
fox.
He says
The Rock
Chicago.
doesn't
we're-
care about what you think about
Chicago,
the
we're
Bears.
taking your candy. Yes,
right.
yes, that's his trash talking face.
I
I'm
like
familiar
that.
with it, Yeah,
You know that face, the trash talking face?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
All right,
Taunting
so
him right on
yeah.
Fox.
this is so we're going to talk about the Bears in Northwest Indiana, but first, this is a interesting and great. Actually, really, I thought Tom did a great job in this interview. Tom on Fox about Indiana and the Bears.
He looks like a fox, by the way. Woo.
For the Bears as a business,
Calm down.
it gives them all the
Just don't look
advantages
at
of
this.
being an Indiana business. You know, lower liability rates for your employees. I mean, obviously, a better business environment in general. We have a surplus as a state, so I imagine our state would be able to offer more than Illinois is willing to offer, because it seems like Illinois is sort of digging in against the Bears, which is shocking to me. I mean, in the Bears fight song, it's the pride of Illinois, and it doesn't seem like they're being treated like the pride of Illinois right now. If I live in the Loop right now and I have the option of going to Hammond to see the show at Wolf Lake or going to Arlington Heights, I think it's much closer, much more convenient to get here in Northwest Indiana than it is to Arlington Heights. First off, for
There
the
you
Bears,
go.
Everybody knows
Nice
that
background
too.
music,
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Good job,
Did
Fox
you like it? I
32.
thought it was a little distracting.
No, it's just I was joking. Yeah, it was just, but nice. I think great comments by Tom. And I mean, Matt, as an economic development guy, what's your thoughts on this?
All true. I like how he's kind of trolling Illinois
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
that.
Pride and
There's
joy of
tough. I
Illinois.
get a bunch of guys I went to school with at Loris that live over on the South Side, the South Side Catholic dudes, and so I get some texts from these guys. They're like, "What what's going on? Are the are the Bears really?" I said, here's a couple things that are true. One, it is more cost effective to do business in Indiana,
Always.
bar none,
Always,
as compared to
yes.
Illinois.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
It's easy to prove with math.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing is it's the cost of living's less. You can get more house and more land and more everything for less tax.
Yes.
You get better schools. All these are true, but I also said the likelihood of the Bears moving here is not very good. I mean, they're out shopping. This is what I do for a living. I'd be like, well, what's the best offer we can get from the adjoining area? Now, that's not to say it's not feasible, and there's no precedent for that happening.
It's a lot of
it
precedent.
could have happened that they just build right on the border, and it straddles the state line up there. So all this shit could happen, and it's really going to be it's a family making a decision about a business relocation.
It's bad business for the Bears to not explore
It's
other
bad
options
business.
because
Sure.
they have to be. I mean, if you're the Bears and all you have right now is Illinois, and you are letting them dictate basically
They're-
the terms
right.
to you, you're not.
You're not doing your job
No,
the
you're
right
not doing
way.
your job, and that's why you have to go whole hog into Indiana,
Sure.
and see what they're going to offer you, and see how far it takes you,
Right.
and maybe Illinois comes to the table, maybe they
I
don't.
think at the end of the day, the city of Chicago sorts it. I
you-
don't know how they don't. That would
It'd be a huge
really
loss.
terrible.
Terrible loss.
I mean, terrible. And I like the Bears, and I don't mind going to the stadium. It's cool, but you're also getting pushed around by the Lake Mafia over there. That the Friends of the Parks that really have taken a drastically active role in what happens over there.
we talked about how they impacted the Star Wars.
Yeah, what was that? Like a couple billion? Fuck you.
All paid by $800 million. All paid
I don't
by
want any
George
money
Lucas,
from
or
you.
$80 million.
I
can't
just want to
remember.
do this. Okay, fuck you. What? Wait,
Mm-hmm.
why? Because we don't like it. Well, dude, it's parking lot, bro. No one's knocking down dunes here. It's already disturbed property. So
I think there's a fair chance that the Bears come to Northwest Indiana if Illinois just sits back and does nothing. If they come to the table finally because they're actually believe that the Bears are serious about Indiana, I think that's the only thing that saves them for Illinois.
This is why I think we got a great shot. Normally, like Lake County is kind of like Chicago. The rest
True.
of the state hates us.
True.
So at first I'm
They're
like, well,
suspect of
I
us.
don't think the Bears coming into Indiana is going to have a lot of legs because Indianapolis never wants Lake County to succeed at anything, not even at basketball. So then once I found out that the governor,
especially in basketball.
the governor was supporting this. we're all working together in
Yep.
harmony. They're
True.
working against each other. The State House in Illinois doesn't want Chicago to succeed. I feel like they're saying no. We're not giving them more. No way, no how. So I think that when we're working together with Indianapolis and the rest
Unbeatable.
of the state, great things.
So what
could
you're
happen
saying, John,
here.
if it was like just Northwest Indiana saying it and Indianapolis wasn't saying a peep,
we have no shot.
No shot. But with Indianapolis, and I think also it's kind of like a Braun Pritzker thing in a way.
Yes.
Like I think Governor Braun wants to basically tell Pritzker, like, we took your team.
All we do, Tom McDermott and the city of Hammond go cherry pick in Illinois. Come here. They try to woo businesses. Think of the businesses here. Meets by
Mayor
Lentz.
Tom does it all the time.
Meets by Lentz. Rob Farino is building more stuff.
One of our sponsors,
Yeah.
219 Development,
those-
Power Construction. I mean, Matt, you see this all the time, I bet, in your job.
All
Rob
the time.
Rob and Jack Farino are killing it, and they're bringing more businesses here. The city's wooing them here. The Farinos are building stuff. Like, this is great progress. We keep taking their candy. This is just going to be another example.
That's a big one.
Yeah. The biggest.
This is like not
The
just a
biggest.
piece
It'd be
of candy.
fun, but
Yes.
all the economics around that, and we got to manage the events and the traffic, and that would be probably the toughest part of it. But after that, I mean, those are engineering solutions that you can get to. It's not impossible.
We manage ass loads of traffic, and so do the Bears over there, and they don't do anything.
Look,
different
it
than what we got
all
going.
works out. It's their
Probably
events.
20,000 cars.
You do it. It's 8 times a year, and then you throw in some concerts, and you're doing some other shit there.
Preseason.
Yes.
And you just manage the visitor, and you get them in, and if they want to stay, you get them out. But the development aspect and the ancillary activity that happens as a result of something like this is can be prosperous.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
I think, and just the like you said, I think that's the key is the ancillary stuff.
Sure.
Like this isn't just a stadium. I mean, there's got to be hotels, commercial activity. I mean, just the fact that the Bears are around,
Yes.
right? I mean,
All that stuff needs to happen. If you look at what Ricketts did up at
Wrigley,
okay?
yep. Made a
that was
neighborhood.
a different kind of
different neighborhood now than it used
different
to be.
neighborhood, right, Kevin?
Yum Yum
And,
Donuts and the McDonald's are gone.
right. It's a different. He's a different kind of business guy. He was a different kind of owner, and he had an idea of like, well, I'm just gonna capture all the stuff.
Yeah.
when people come here, so come on by.
There's that
and hang
Gallagher
out.
Way now. It used to be a car wash.
Right. Yep. All that shit around
when I
there.
lived
Remember
there.
when you were younger? I mean, there was some shit to do, but it wasn't like that.
No, and it was all individually owned, and it was
Right.
all like these small. But there was literally like a drive-in car wash and a Yum Yum Donuts in the parking lot, and
yes,
right
there
next to
was.
Wrigley
Nice.
Field,
Right.
where Gallagher Way is now.
Or the dudes, the team parked like in that fucking side
Yes,
lot,
in the
right
side
in the
lot.
west.
Yes.
Yeah.
Free agents would be better off if the Bears were in Indiana. We'd
Oh
get
my God.
That's
we'd
a
get
fact.
more free agents would want to come
Texas.
to the Indiana Bears. Yeah, so I mean, like this is a good thing
Well,
from a
listen,
football
Indiana's
perspective
proven
too.
to be winners. Period.
Yes.
We
All
know
right.
this. And speaking of winners,
We're gonna
there's
come,
Corinne.
There she
Yes.
is. We're going to come back with Corinne in like 2 minutes after we do ads, and we're going to have Straight Talk with Corinne Straight, or whatever John's going to now call her show.
I'm just
So
making a pitch.
Making a suggestion. All right, so let's go do some ads. We'll be right back with Corinne Straight. Power in Indiana, Lake County Studios. Our premier and studio sponsor, Power in Indiana, Lake County is your source for the region's most trusted electricians. At Power in Indiana, Lake County, we set the standard for excellence in electrical work. As IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors, we ensure safety, reliability, and quality for Northwest Indiana corporations, businesses, and homes alike. But our mission goes beyond the job site. We're creating a brighter future for the region we proudly serve. Power in Indiana, Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community. Find the right electrical contractor at poweringindiana.org.
Prestomer Insurance Agency. For decades, the Ron J. Prestomer Insurance Agency has been located right on Indy Boulevard, serving all of your insurance needs. The Prestomer Agency specializes in a wide range of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, life, and much more. The Prestomer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie at 219-844-0103. They're here to protect what matters to you most. Hablos Espanol.
Okay.
Your wife's not going to be happy with that.
No,
it's
it's
All
okay.
No
right.
moits.
Yes.
Byway
Habla
Brewing.
poquito.
Less working out and more Spanish.
That's right.
Byway
See.
Brewing. Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious tap room and outdoor patio seating, and its award-winning craft brew, chef-driven menu, and craft cocktails on draft. Their brewing equipment and production facility offer a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, and corporate parties. It's kind of like having a birthday party at Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. They got such cool equipment
All the
back there.
vats in the background.
Yeah, it is super cool. With their amazing food truck that can cater your corporate and party events off-site, just off 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit, let them show you that customer service is their top priority. Check out more at bywaybrewing.beer. Their food is so good.
Phenomenal.
It's ridiculous.
They're my neighbor over
Yep.
there.
Yes,
All
absolutely.
right.
You're right there.
Yep.
Elevate your brand with Misprint, the premier printing and sign solution in the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. With a 40-year legacy of excellence, their experienced team led by Rick Balzenberger combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing, always on time and within budget. Conveniently located in Munster and Hammond, Misprint is your partner for creating an impactful visual solutions that leave a lasting impression. Visit them at misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today.
Tortillas Nuevo Leon is the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for Tortillas Nuevo Leon's popular red and white label at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón.
So festive. All right. Thank you to our sponsors, including our studio sponsor, Power in Indiana Lake County Studios. Look who's here. It's Tuesday. That must mean it's time for Straight Talk with Corinne Straight. Hey, Corinne.
Give it to us straight.
You got
Good
me, John,
morning,
and Matt.
gentlemen.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, Corinne.
How's it going?
Good. It's cold.
Yeah.
It's still cold.
Freezing our asses off. Good Lord, which is why I was so happy that I don't go to a gym. I work out at home.
There you go. See?
And when I was getting my workout done this morning and looking outside, I'm like, yep, this is why I don't leave my house. So.
And you don't have that charge on your credit
How
card
much
payment every
snow
month.
you got on the ground there?
Oh, good Lord. We've probably gotten, I think when I measured yesterday, we're about like 8 inches.
All right.
Do you have a Diego Morales-esque picture in your driveway of you pretending to shovel snow?
With the
I
hand on the
should
top,
have.
the top hand.
You should have had one of you actually shoveling snow.
Can you
and
make-
then put it next to
Just
his.
put yourself in like shorts and like a workout outfit and troll him. If you could post that, that would
With
be
like
great.
a sweatband.
Yeah.
Yes.
See?
Oh, that would be awesome because
Yes.
I actually enjoy shoveling snow.
Yeah, yes.
Like when I finished up my work yesterday and I'm like, oh, we got another 4 inches. All
Let's
right.
go.
And I headed outside to get it done and I was sweating my ass off.
See?
Yeah.
Just like Diego, I'm sure.
It's fun
Oh,
till
I'm
you're
sure.
like Matt Reardon says, it's fun till your nose starts bubbling and
Yeah.
you can't feel your face.
You
Yeah,
gotta take a break.
yeah,
Then you got to go
Then-
in.
yeah.
Then you got to take a break or you
It's
do
hot
a speed
chocolate
run.
time.
You can do a speed run.
Hot chocolate time.
All right, Corinne, let's hear it. What do you got for us?
So this week, gentlemen, I am thinking about tribalism, political tribalism, because I kind of got my ass kicked on the internet this weekend, and it was pretty
Oh.
fun for me. And so I wanted to share it with y'all. So in my content, I talk a lot about historical context because so much of what we are seeing right now feels, and this is honestly one of my least favorite words, unprecedented, right? We hear this all the time, unprecedented. It may be unprecedented in your lifetime, in your country, in your region, or for your race, for example. But it's not unprecedented when we look at historical context, not even within the US, but around the world, right? And the tribalism that we are seeing right now is partly a social media creation. But we cannot blame this on social media because this is something we do as humans. It's a natural instinct for us, especially going into a high conflict situation, to know what team you are on. And that's as simple as going to the IU Miami game in your Miami or your IU gear, right? You're going into a situation, you want to know who your people are. Sometimes that tribalism, those tribal indicators are decided by your tribe. So the IU fan wearing their IU shit. When we look at politics, especially in the social media age in the US, we've split up our tribes into left and right. Because even if you're not a political person, it's super easy for you to understand that left and right are opposing forces. They should be in conflict. We don't get that kind of conflict with Republican and Democrat. So we want to break it down into left and right because that's super easy to understand. So during the Civil War, we were North and South, right? There were black people and white people, right? We want really clear, definitive lines of what tribe we are on. So in our modern context, I laugh about this because the right tribe has decided that an identifier of the left, for example, is you're a cat lady with dyed hair, right? That's what they've decided people on the left are, even though I don't dye my hair. And yeah, I've got cats, but I've also got kids. So they don't know what to do with me.
What?
Right? Yeah. Sometimes the tribal identifiers are made by your own tribe. So see how the left identified themselves during COVID, for example. They decided they were the party of science. And anybody who didn't want the vaccine or questioned it or said, I don't know if it's right for me, you're out of the tribe, right? We are the tribe of science. At a very basic level.
John, you remember that.
I absolutely remember that. Yeah.
Right? It was a very clear identifier. But over the weekend,
you got in trouble.
I did.
Yeah.
And I discovered that another tribal identifier of the left is loyalty to cannabis, which I did not know.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
What'd you do?
Right? So I use a lot of research in my content because I'm not making this shit up, right? I came across a study several weeks ago and it got my wheels turning and I dug into it further because we can't just look at one study, y'all. We got to find that study that's been replicated in other places to see if it's actually data we can rely upon.
Called good science.
So,
Good
good science,
There
right,
you go.
Lindsay? That's right. Talking to the nurse here, we're talking about science. We need it replicated. There's a study that came out of, as far as I can tell, in modern history, in the last 7 to 10 years, that kind of began at Toulouse University in France. And then it has been replicated several times in universities in the United States. And the question they were trying to answer is, what is the effect of THC on our blood vessels, on our vascular function? And they found something that honestly shocked me. That THC, no matter how it's consumed, whether you smoke it or eat it, constricts our blood vessels in the same way that nicotine does.
Interesting.
I don't like this study.
I don't trust.
It ain't true.
What do you think Tom would say about this?
It ain't true. It ain't true.
Who's the best French scientist? Nobody.
Yeah, but who have you heard from there? Where are they from?
Who
We
believes
took all
the
the
University of
scientists from
Toulouse on
Germany
anything?
anyway.
Just
What's-
like the Curies who decide who like
Yeah,
discovered
whatever.
radio, like,
Louis-
whatever.
that's old
Louis
news.
Pasteur was
That's
full
old-
of
that's
shit.
old
fraud.
news.
Yes.
They're on to whole
Raw
milk
milk
now.
forever.
Pasteur my ass.
Yes. Bullshit.
Fake news.
What does Corinne say? Raw milk forever.
Raw milk.
I want a shirt. You got that's a T-shirt.
Kevin, Jenna will let you wear that.
Look, it's not called straight talk for nothing.
I was about to say "Vive la lait," so long
There
live
you go.
the milk.
Long live the
but
law.
I need to ask my partner how to say raw milk in French because I
There you
don't
go.
know. Vive la
Enchanté.
lait, raw.
Enchanté.
So
Menage à milk.
menage à milk, sure.
Yeah.
Chocolate, strawberry, and white
Want
milk.
a cigarette?
All right,
Want a
Corinne, tell
cafe?
us what's
So,
next.
I'm a sober person. I don't know if y'all know this. I don't drink.
No judgment.
And trust me, because I drank enough. And the
I'm
reason I
temporarily
don't.
sober too.
It's
I'm
dry
happy about
January
that.
still.
And what helped me kick drinking was diving into the research and really finding out that our cultural assumption about alcohol, that it is a de-stressor, is just our cultural assumption. It does de-stress you in the moment, but actually what it does is it's a depressant. It increases our anxiety. It stresses our immune systems, our hormone systems, etc. That's fine. We can all know that and decide to consume alcohol anyway. No big deal.
Kevin
We
doesn't
can
seem
know.
depressed at all.
That's
He's quite a happy guy.
Kren, the Simpsons had it right. Alcohol, the cause and solution to all life's problems.
If alcohol makes you
is.
depressed, try weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
wait,
what I say.
hold on. So Corinne, so all you did was report about this study, and you
Yes.
received
You were
some backlash.
attacked.
Some
Okay.
backlash
You
over
were
this?
attacked by the green-haired cat ladies?
Exactly. You would not
Your friends?
fucking believe the people. The reaction was
Visceral.
John's so upset he's leaving
Yeah.
the studio.
yeah. John, I'm so sorry. I'll send you the papers. I
Slam
promise
the
it's
door.
not coming out of my ass. I'm not
I was like,
making
I got to
this
get
shit
out
up.
of here. I need a
Holy
gummy.
cow.
Yep. Oh, I
Yeah.
got to get out.
Wow.
So it doesn't mean that there are no benefits to THC.
Right.
That's not what it means. It just means, hey, y'all, it does something to your vascular health that
This is
we
what
need to
happens.
be aware of.
And they attacked
Be
you.
aware of it. They lost their fucking shit. And
Did you lose subscribers?
I lost in total, in net,
Yes.
I gained 3 followers.
Perfect.
Wow.
Nice.
So plenty of people unfollowed me.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Everything's
Gain
coming on
people.
Millhouse. Look at
Millhouse.
there you go,
I
Lindsay.
got people who have been
Another-
longtime followers who called me
Simpsons.
a Trump shill.
Whoa.
Oh, come on.
Called
Over
me a
weed.
cunt. Oh, yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yep.
Ooh.
And
You can
the
say that word.
reason
We
that-
can't.
Can't.
Oh,
Is
Why?
that true?
Can I say that on here? I
Yes.
love
Oh,
it, by the
yeah.
way.
We've even talked about
It's
that.
one of
word.
my favorites.
Especially if
honestly.
you're in
one
the
of my
UK, you
favorites,
can say
too.
it
Yeah,
all
if
day,
you're in
every day.
England, you can say it. If you're
I've
in
been to
America,
England,
you
so
can't.
that counts.
That counts. You can say
I
it.
love
Yeah,
it.
twats, yeah.
I love cunt. That's a great twat.
So do
Great
I.
word.
Someone just say
That's
twat.
our title. I love
Yes.
that word.
Oh, boy.
Corinne the
love-
cunt on Tuesdays.
Oh, boy.
there's a good
Maybe
one.
that
The
was
boys
John's
aren't allowed to
suggestion.
say it, but we can
forgot.
say it.
There
I
you go.
say
can
it
say it.
off
That's right,
camera.
Lindsay.
It's the ladies who can
So
say it.
the reason that I shared it this weekend is because I obviously watching the events on Saturday in Minneapolis. We are all feeling that feeling of wanting to escape whatever we are, whether it's rage, frustration, sadness, whatever it is. And so as a person who used to turn to alcohol to just numb that shit, I felt that instinct again. And I thought, this is a good time for me. And so I shared this information from a personal perspective. I said, look, I'm a sober person. I don't drink alcohol. Here's what the science says. I'm also a 42-year-old woman who used to smoke cigarettes and used to drink a shit ton of alcohol. So for me, it's important that I'm aware of what THC could be doing to my heart, my blood pressure, etc.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong
and
with
there's
sharing the
nothing
info.
Wrong with that, right?
That's right. Share the info.
But the tribalism is real. And the fact
Oh, yeah.
that they felt betrayed by the information that I shared, even though I said there is no judgment, I am sober, I've done lots of drugs to try to fill the fucking hole in my heart over the years. And guess
Yeah.
what? It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
work. That's why I exercise every day.
That's it.
So that the idea that that marker, because, and this is where we see the black and white. We don't want nuance. We want good and evil. We want left and right. We
Good
want
and
black
evil.
and white.
Right.
If the
Keep it
government
simple.
says to you, weed is bad, you want to be the antithesis of that and say, no, it is 100% good with no downsides.
Yeah.
Now, throwing another wrench into this plan, President Trump signed an executive order in December to reclassify cannabis so it can be studied by the FDA. Honestly, a long overdue move.
Yeah. You're going to
We
get criticized
don't
for that. You agreed with Trump. Look out.
I did. And I didn't even say that in the video. But in follow-up, I said, and really Biden got the ball rolling on this. And then Trump actually signed the executive order. Because honestly, cannabis should not be classified in the same place as
Honestly,
heroin.
No,
the
it should
alcohol lobby is very strong. You ever
bet
see
they-
that
yeah, they are.
movie, Thank You for Smoking? One of my favorites.
Yes. Oh,
Literally
that's such a good
hilarious
one.
and very true. Because you know the
Super
alcohol
true.
lobby's like, hold the fuck up.
Yep.
Then you have
Yep.
the alcohol lobby. Then you have the drug lobby going, hold on a minute. Like the legal drug
Yeah.
going, hey, look, how am I going to fucking sell Zoloft if there's an alternative elsewhere? So
Yep.
listen.
Called alcohol.
I can't do that. So that's why those two colluded to keep weed out of the picture. Like, cannabis is
sure
getting in
did.
my front
And-
fucking pocket.
and any
we
state where it's
can't
legal,
have
you
it.
know that's happening. So,
Correct.
Yep.
yeah.
Correct.
And I'm so glad you brought up lobbying because that's what helped me find the article. The first article that I found that kind of led me down the rabbit hole to kind of dig into this THC thing. And again, it's a very narrow study, only about vascular function. And so the
Lindsay,
lobbying,
I'm sorry. Hold on. Lindsay, what's vascular function?
Your blood vessels, dude.
Thank you.
Blood pressure.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Footnote. Go ahead,
Strokes,
Corinne. Yes.
blood
Yes.
clots.
All that.
Blood
Yes.
clots. Yeah.
Okay.
And again,
Atherosclerosis.
42-year-old woman on birth control.
Former
let's
smoker.
Be aware.
Look
Former
out.
smoker. Let's be aware.
Out shoveling snow.
Shoveling
Fucking disaster.
inches.
Right there.
Inches.
every day. Suck it, Diego.
It's so funny that you got called a Trump shill. Because when if Kevin asked me, John, who's the least Trump shill you know, I'd probably say Corinne
Probably
straight.
Corinne.
Yeah.
Got to be right up there, right?
But I'm so glad you brought up the lobbying, because that's what
Sure.
led me to these studies. Because end of 2025, the lobbying report for 2025 came out, kind of the aggregated data. And so I was looking at lobbying trends, who is spending more money, less money, et cetera. And the pro-cannabis lobby is upping their dollars
There you
on
go.
the state level and the federal level.
Well, they got a ton of money to spend.
Smart.
Yes. And are we
Cash.
really
Yep.
I mean, doctors used to recommend cigarettes for asthma because of being paid by tobacco companies. Are we really so naive to think that the same thing wouldn't happen with cannabis?
There you
And
go.
so
True.
That's the so I don't know if I'm totally kicked out, but
Well, here-
at least on the cannabis front, I'm not cool enough anymore. I
This
guess.
has been Straight Talk with Corinne Straight. You are our favorite Trump shill. You are
Yes.
welcome here at any time, any Tuesday.
Thank you.
Trump shill or
I'm gonna
not.
I gotta order my MAGA hat. Hold on.
All right.
Are they still on Amazon?
I've got one for you, Corinne.
John's
All
got a
right.
couple.
John will send you his
Okay.
because he's
Thank you,
ready to
John.
burn his.
You can have mine.
That's fine. That's okay.
All right, Corinne.
That's
Next
all right.
Tuesday,
Next
right?
Hey,
see
thanks,
ya.
Corinne. Nice seeing you.
Thank
Peace
y'all.
out.
Take care and stay
You
warm
bet.
and be safe. Remember, the roads are still slippery when there's salt and it's this cold. People don't
If
seem
it
to know
looks
that.
wet,
They're sliding
it's
all
wet.
It's
over the
against
place.
science. Let's talk about science.
Yes.
Salt doesn't work when it's this cold.
This has been Straight Talk with Corinne Straight.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Corinne.
everybody.
Awesome.
See ya.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
All right, stick around, everyone, because we're going to do ads. We're going to come back and talk about this absolute tragedy in Minneapolis, and we're going to give you our take on some of the things and also some amazing items we heard from the administration about this shooting, which I still am just shaking my head on how this administration is dealing with these things. So
Tough.
let's do some ads, and we'll come right back. Hey, our other studio sponsor is 219 Development and Bauer Construction. We heard John talk about
The Farinis.
you know, what the Farinos are up to, and we're excited to welcome them, friends of the show, and now one of our premier studio sponsors, Bauer Construction Company and 219 Development Services. This week, Bauer Construction and 219 Development want to highlight the bank, which is a transformational redevelopment in the
Yes.
heart of downtown Hammond, the old Bank Calumet building. Working alongside a great team, 219 Development, Bauer converted the space from a commercial office structure to a modern 100-unit mixed-use residential development with a coffee shop and event space, which, if you haven't seen, is unbelievable on the first floor. It's one of the region's most impactful residential infill projects, and it was fully leased within just 3 months of opening. If you're building or developing in Northwest Indiana, Bauer and 219 are the teams you want in your corner. They can transform your vision to reality with confidence. Learn more or get started at 219-803-0417.
The branding room floor.
They're not bland.
They're blanding room.
No
but
way.
They're not bland.
Not Cynthia. She's
Absolutely
not.
not.
bland.
Hiring a full marketing manager is costly. But what if you didn't need to? At the branding room floor, we are your marketing department, providing marketing strategy, creative design, web development, full brand management, and more, all for less than the cost of a single employee. I get it. That's what MCR does.
That's
right?
what MCR
Branding room
does.
floor.
And you're coming right up.
That's right. We are. We are the region's award-winning full-service marketing agency, partnering with businesses and organizations that want complete marketing department results without the overhead and the cost. Stop doing it yourself because you're not going to do it right.
Nope, I agree.
Or delegating to unqualified employees.
Don't do
that
that.
sounds pretty smart, right? Always genius. No. Get the branding room floor. Get the support and expertise and partnership of a full marketing team with the Branding Room Floor. Visit thebrandingroomfloor.com to get started.
Cantrell and Cantrell, attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? Give Cantrell and Cantrell a call and schedule your consultation with someone who is in court and at the jail every day. Call John Cantrell at 219-554-4LAW or visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife Kristen make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
Calumet Brewing. Enjoy Dry January with a cold alcohol-free beer. Michelob Ultra Zero is a superior alcohol-free beer that has 29 calories, 6.5 carbs, and a new lime-flavored option for 2026. For those that love craft beers, try the new Golden Road Mango Cart NA or Elysian Easy Dust IPA. Don't forget about Stella Artois 0.0, which is brewed to give the import drinker a perfectly balanced alcohol-free beer. So many great non-alcoholic beer options. Dry January, which I'm failing miserably, has never been easier for those that love beer. Enjoy beers and cheers this January responsibly. I am looking forward to all this dry January
I used to
talk
call
being over.
Kevin.
Just going,
I used to call it juiced up January.
you know what? That's what I should be
Jacked up
calling it.
January.
Jacked up
Juice is
January.
loose.
I mean, come on,
January.
man.
You're right.
Speaking of lobbying for the alcohol industry, it's
Jacked
called
up-
Jacked Up January.
That's what I'm in the
dude.
middle of.
Right.
Jacked
Don't
up
worry
January.
about it.
All right.
Let it
Yeah,
rip.
this is a bad month to be.
Who's going to read Matt's? Is Matt going to read his own?
I'm
or are we
gonna
gonna,
read
all right,
it. I'm
thank
gonna
goodness.
read
Lindsay
it.
picked
He's just
it
going to
up.
sit and smile.
All
That's
right,
right.
Matt. MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning. With a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on. Your go-to
gym
comprehensive
membership.
solution providers. Dive into the world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through the maze of opportunities. Stay in the loop and connected by hitting up their website at mcrpartnersllc.com. And for tailored assistance, do not hesitate to reach out to Matt Reardon's personal cell phone at 219-741-9511.
Or just message him right
Call
now.
now.
Right now.
Message him right now.
I dare you.
Thank you to our sponsors, 219 Development, Bauer Construction, and Power in Indiana Lake County, our studio sponsors. So
That was
careful.
Is this the one that fell down?
No, we got another. Rick brought another one.
Who fucked that up? I heard you guys talking
mostly
about
me.
it.
It
I
looks
think.
like a wrestling belt, so when you were like
Kinda
flexing
does.
in front of it, I was it
Yeah.
looked like a wrestling promo to
Look
me.
at that. All right. So, we've this segment's no fun, but it's been no fun
it's
for
real, though.
for 72 hours, and that's because the ICE folks and the federal agents up in Minneapolis killed a 37-year-old ICU nurse who worked at the VA named Alex Preddy, who had no criminal history. He was a veteran and permitted concealed carry gun
He was
owner.
a veteran, an ICU nurse, and he worked at the VA.
Yeah.
And, like he's literally like the ideal American.
And looked like a guy who, to me, that was just out. He was upset about what was going on in Minneapolis, and he wanted to flex his First Amendment rights. So, and in return, some federal agents shot him about 10 times, including several in the back, when he wasn't even brandishing or even
was
had in
down.
his possession a weapon.
No, they took it off of him before they killed him.
So whether it was a mistake, whether it was intentional, whether it was gross negligence, we'll find that out. That'll all shake out later. But in the meantime, there's a lot of people that are pissed off. And, we've got, what I don't want to do is belabor this by playing the video over and over again. But we do have some that I thought was a really interesting over the weekend. Our text chain that we have that kind of goes through the podcast and stuff was lighting up with a lot of video. This was probably the first video that I saw that I would consider raw video. It was by Drop Site, and this was somebody that was near the incident. You can see Alex Preddy there in the tan coat. Most people have seen this over and over again. We're just going to play this through, and then we're going to go through the CBS. Did a really nice. I think they did a nice job going through the incident, and then we're going to talk about the administration response. So here is Alex Preddy. This is raw video from Drop Site News.
Go. What the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck, people! The fuck is wrong with you? Honestly!
All right. So that's pretty raw video, minute and 10 from when Alex Preddy's standing in the middle of the street. It's pretty chaotic. I don't know if
Directing traffic.
Yeah, or just
Yeah,
like
he's just getting
videotaping,
people through the
videotaping with his
protest.
phone. I think he's videotaping. He's watching. He's basically being a testimony
Isn't
for what happened
the
that day.
citizen reporter? Isn't that what the White House is doing now? They just general dudes that roll in there and are citizen reporters writing shit. Right. That's what that is.
So
Well, with
that's
social media, you gotta We got to post these things. You got to, see what's going on.
Well, it seems to be a new level of accountability because there isn't accountability, and the consequences with no fucking consequences
It is
here.
disturbing. Yeah, the consequences with no consequences. We're going to see, right? We're going to see what happens. So here, this is more of an analytical look at this video. I mean, it's obviously, you in a way, I've seen this called an execution. I've seen this called a total disaster from a law enforcement standpoint. It's obviously a tragedy. And another American citizen is dead at the hands of federal agents, which to me, just saying that is something that, we all should be pretty upset about, because federal agents are not supposed to be killing Americans that are protesting and exercising their rights. And they're not an imminent threat
not any
to
rules
them.
anywhere does it say that's okay.
Whether it's training, whether it's leadership, whatever it is, this is the America we're in right now, and especially in Minneapolis and the folks up there that are trying to
First
just
of all,
document what's going on.
Who's aware of the rampant fucking drug, rape, murder by immigrant situation in Minnesota? Is it where are the fucking illegal immigrants?
I think
right there at the border. Right there, who the fuck willingly goes to Minnesota? First of all,
it's cold up there,
it's
man.
It's fucking far,
and it's cold.
It is cold,
and it doesn't look like Mexico or South America or Central America.
Right,
yeah.
right.
I saw a video that said that there was 1.2 million immigrants in Florida, 2-point-something million in Texas. There's 130,000 estimated immigrants in Minnesota.
So 1% is heading up there.
But no, it's just because Tim Walz ran against
That's right,
him.
Tim Walz, the mayor of Minneapolis. And
this is a man with a small ego who is retaliating.
He's not putting these folks in Republican cities or towns.
No.
Here's the CBS analysis. We're going to talk about it after, and then we're going to talk about the administration response.
The shooting, Alex Preddy is seen arguing with officers. One officer pushes him back, and an individual is detained as Preddy's argument with officers continues. Preddy, holding a cell phone, was allegedly there as an observer to document what was happening. About a minute later, Preddy is seen standing in the street, filming, directing a car past him. An officer then approaches another apparent observer and pushes her. She moves to Preddy and holds him by the waist, and the officer approaches and pushes Preddy. A second woman walks over. The officer pushes her to the ground, then sprays Preddy with a chemical irritant. Preddy raises his hands to block the spray. Preddy and the first woman then move to assist the woman who is knocked down, and the officer continues to spray. Several more officers arrive and drag Preddy onto the ground. An officer in gray reaches into the struggle and comes out holding a gun that appears to match a photo of a gun released by the Department of Homeland Security. In this video, obtained by CBS News, you can clearly see the gun being removed from Preddy's waist by the officer. The first shot is fired about 1 second later. Slowed to a quarter speed, you can see and hear how quickly the shot follows the gun's removal. In another angle, you can see an agent watch as the gun is removed from Preddy's waistband before the agent pulls his own gun and fires at the kneeling Preddy. The officers move away from Preddy as at least one of them continues to fire. Preddy does not appear to be moving. Around 10 shots are fired in total by law enforcement. After approximately 45...
They're not law enforcement.
Yeah, shoot him 10 times.
Oh, I don't have a issue with the number of times. That's not my issue. My issue is what they did. So this is an unarmed man shot in the back by what are Trump employees brought on board by the big, beautiful bill by Congress. So we the people, have allowed this to happen.
And led by a guy who pretends he's an SS commander.
Yeah, that's cute.
Called Bovino.
All 5 feet tall of them, but whatever. So, I mean, in the cold, hard light of day, if you showed this to anybody, let's just put different uniforms on them and say, this was in Moscow. You'd be like, fucking A, right, it was.
Yep.
No, of course it was. I mean, that's what this was in Turkey.
It's in Beijing.
This was in Beijing. This is what they do in China, right?
You have government agents, which appear to be like it's not. I think if you talk to any law enforcement officer, and I've just listened to other folks on TV that are people that train law enforcement, they said this is a disaster.
Well,
how to properly take down an individual and how to properly call out what happens when you discover a gun on an individual.
It's generally not policy to empty a clip completely into somebody's back.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm still even before that lens, right? Like, and I agree with that, with what you said, but at the same time, like even the procedure of how they had him down, how they're supposed to come, he was not a threat. He didn't have his hands anywhere near his gun.
I would say, look, if I saw somebody walking down Franklin Parkway in a mask with a gun, I'd call the fucking police. That would be my first phone call. And then if the guy was in my yard, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing in my yard? I just called 911. The cops are going to be here. Get the fuck off my lawn. Yep. I don't know who you are.
That's right.
And then let's talk about it for just a minute. Now, how all really conflicted the Second Amendment people are. They're like,
we're going to get to that.
A.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to
that.
Fuck.
What do you mean dudes have guns?
Before we get to that, I want to show. Oh, Linz?
No, I was just saying they didn't want to do anything the last one until they started a rhetoric that the NRA didn't like. And
That's
now
right.
all of a sudden they're backtracking because that's a lot of power that they're going to lose if they piss off the NRA.
So the administration's response is interesting, right? And this goes to like the Renee. We heard it in Renee Good, it didn't match up, and we heard it again here. And if I'm Kristi Noem or if I'm Stephen Miller, and you're saying these things to me, those are the things that to me need to those words mean something. If you're a cabinet secretary and an advisor to the president, I think an investigation, they're violating civil rights by even saying it, in my opinion. And here's Jake Tapper that did like an overlay of the video you just watched, and you're going to hear what Secretary Noem has to say about what she believes happened there.
I want to show you a video that CNN just obtained of the shooting, and I'm going to overlay on the video of the shooting of Alex Preddy the description of the shooting that we all heard from the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem. And I want you to see if Minneapolis VA, who is
semi-auto and
standing in the middle of the street of Minneapolis, holding his cell phone, filming these federal agents.
An individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect reacted violently. Fearing for his life and for the lives of his fellow officers around him, an agent fired defensive shots. Medics were on the scene immediately and attempted to deliver medical aid to the subject, but he was pronounced dead at the scene.
John?
The suspect also had 2 magazines with ammunition in them that held dozens of rounds. He also had no ID. This looks like a situation where an individual arrived at this scene to inflict maximum damage on individuals and to kill law enforcement.
John?
Wow.
I want to know, John, what's your reaction to that?
Dude, my reaction is like, you can be against illegal immigration and against being disarmed by the feds and then shot by the feds 10 times.
Yeah, and you're spreading these lies, and you're lying to the American people. You are literally lying to the American people.
And Bovino said the exact same thing.
Correct.
Who's now, by the way,
been removed.
He's gone. He's off. He's going to retire. That's the latest news.
I hope so.
NRA. That's all they're doing.
He's going to be.
It's not enough.
He's got to go.
Both things can be true. I think we need to have border security. I think the border security should be at the
and also
fucking
the Fed
border.
Shouldn't kill me.
And the Fed shouldn't kill me for exercising my first, second, or any of the motherfucking amendments.
And they shouldn't violate my 4th, 5th, or 6th Amendment rights while they're doing it.
That was a chilling video.
John, right?
Wow.
And
holy.
I said this before. This was, in my mind, 100% predictable, because when you employ this type of individual in a situation, they're not accustomed to. I mean, who's charged to walk down the
streets of Minneapolis?
So let's say you're walking on Homan Avenue, or you're walking on Calumet Avenue, and there's a bunch of guys with guns. I'm going to call first thing I'm going to do is call the cops. What the fuck are these people doing here? Oh, they're here because they're ICE agents. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing here? Like, what are they doing? Like, do they have a warrant? Are they here for a specific purpose?
Those rules don't apply.
Hey, law enforcement, are they coordinating with you? Well,
No.
fuck, Matt. No, they're not, because we didn't know they were coming. So that happens. And then you have the administration. Listen, we're all adults in this room. We know the following. Somebody went, those dumb motherfuckers killed that guy.
Yep.
What are we going to say about it?
And then what you have is you have Stephen Miller saying a would-be assassin tried to murder federal law enforcement. Now let me just bring this up.
That
Alex
guy's got
Preddy,
a punchable face.
This guy Alex Preddy has parents and either brothers, sisters, cousins, whatever. He's got parents. If I was Alex Preddy's I mean, I can't say if I was because nobody wants to be in that situation. I can't believe the heartache those folks are feeling, and I can't believe the anger and absolute
they
rage.
Came out with a statement.
Yeah, they said they're sickened by the statements of the administration. I mean, think about what you would want to do to Stephen Miller and Kristi Noem as a parent of somebody whose their people just killed.
They need to be held accountable.
They need to be held accountable. I'd want to go find Stephen Miller and throttle him.
Yeah.
I mean, and by the and even it even seems like President Trump is finally waking up a bit about this. He had a conversation with Governor Walz yesterday. He said they seem to be on the same wavelength. I think he had a 2-hour meeting with Kristi Noem, Tom Hogan, who I'm
Meathead Tom.
He's coming in to save the day, and Bovino's out.
Right? Bovino's out.
And so like something's going on, and thank God because it's too bad that it had to take two Americans killed.
Kevin, is midterm election.
That's
what's going on.
They're just trying to save face.
Listen, the old cat, the green-haired cat lady was the woman shot in the minivan.
Yeah.
So they were able to sweep that under the rug. Now, in the middle of fucking daylight, a white man gets shot on the streets of Minneapolis by the cops.
With a cell phone.
With a cell phone, and you can clearly see one of the Trump employees take the gun out of the person's waistband, and then another Trump employee yell, "Gun, gun, gun," and then shoot the guy 10 fucking
in
times.
the back with his hands nowhere near any gun.
I mean, hey, you know what? If you want to man up and shove women around and be a tough guy, why don't you join the fucking U.S. military?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Huh? Go the fuck over somewhere else. Go on.
Yeah, Linz.
No, I saw.
Infuriating.
Well, it is infuriating, but honestly, your U.S. military comment just kind of like cleared my brain.
Yeah, what was
good?
That?
But no, they're not strong. They're not like strong enough. They're not trained well enough to be in the military. They're not trained well enough to be cops.
Right.
So this is what they're doing, and they're getting a shitload of fucking money to do it. They're not trained.
Not for those situations.
No, and so they're killing people, and then they have this rhetoric that comes out that says you shouldn't be at a protest with a gun, so the NRA gets pissed off. And then suddenly they're afraid because one of their big backers, the Republicans, are like, oh, God, we pissed off our main money source.
And credit to the NRA and Gun Owners of America for consistent messaging. Like the other thing about this, that we're going to play a couple clips here that just I think prove all this about the Second Amendment and where everybody is and how strange Kash Patel is in his comments. But the fact is that when you have somebody that all of a sudden doesn't fit the narrative of like, it's a trans left liberal cat dressing like a cat.
In a
minority,
wheelchair.
right? Right, exactly. All of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute, this guy's a veteran. He's an ICU nurse with no criminal record, and he has a permit. He's a concealed carry permit holder. Everyone's scratching their head. Wait a minute,
a problem with it because
this doesn't fit our narrative.
There is nothing. There's no institution. There's no personality. There's no person that the Trump administration hasn't fucking soiled by what it's allowed to have happen and have done. And I challenge anybody out there to tell me, you got my fucking phone number, call me up
Every week
tell me
twice a week we give your phone number out.
Exactly what the fuck it is that guy hasn't fucked up.
Here's this is the Second Amendment argument that Matt and Lindsay were referring to a little earlier. This is Kash Patel, the head of the FBI director, under President Trump, stating about what his thoughts are about guns at protests.
I mean, thousands of people are marching through Minneapolis. They are targeting the Border Patrol. I mean, it feels like the rhetoric and the protesting is only ramping up. What is your advice to the people right now who are outraged that this is a second killing at the hands of Border Patrol in 2 weeks?
As Kristi said, you cannot bring a firearm loaded with multiple magazines to any sort of protest that you want. It's that.
Okay.
Even if you have a legal carry permit, even if you got.
So here's a little clip that we have, a little tweet that. So you just said you can't bring a
gun to a rally.
Right. Here someone said bookmark this, and I found this. This is a Trump rally with a bunch of dudes with guns and masks. So here they are. protesting with guns and not getting murdered for it. That's a great tweet.
Yeah, that's
Thank
a
you
good
for
one.
someone that did that.
How about Kyle Rittenhouse? How about that whole scene?
He killed 2 people with a
Just
semi-automatic
got loaded up.
rifle.
And Kash Patel raised money for his defense.
Yeah. Hey, remember when there was a bunch of black dudes and they all had guns and they were hanging out? And I'm like, well, now what's up?
Yep.
All right. So what are we going to do about this? There was, like I said, this was 100% predictable and 100% preventable if Congress would have said, listen, if you don't have clear policy on what you're going to do and what these employees' jobs are, this is going to be a dangerous situation. And they uniformly decided, fuck it, we don't care.
John, what's your take on the Second Amendment?
What's
issue?
my take on
You're
the
just
sec-
like your
the
thought
issue
about
in this case?
Yeah, like it.
I can't believe what I just heard from Cash. What?
Right. I mean, and by the way,
Since when?
The NRA and everybody and the American Gun Owners of America came out and said they absolutely disagree with some of the comments that are being said about gun owners. And I again, like the consistency of message, I think I appreciate because they're actually coming to the defense of Mr. Preddy and saying, hey, this dude legally was carrying a gun.
Yeah.
He was no threat to law enforcement. He should not have been
His
killed.
hands were up.
Only in like 2026 where we are could the NRA be pitched
Saves the
against
day.
Republicans.
Right.
Do you
That's how
ever think
twisted
you'd
it
see
got.
something like this?
No.
That's
I
how
agree with you,
twisted
John.
it got up.
Yeah.
How do you do that? So now the NRA's against you, you dumb fuck. What did you do?
Yeah, the NRA specifically said,
Rand Paul.
This is what the NRA said. They specifically said, we condemn, they said the sentiment from the first assistant U.S. attorney for the District of California is dangerous and wrong. Carrying a firearm is not a death sentence. It's a constitutionally protected God-given right. And then Gun Owners of America said, we condemn the untoward comments of U.S. Attorney S.A. He's the Central District of California. Federal agents are not highly likely to be legally justified in shooting concealed carry licensees who approach while lawfully carrying a firearm.
Oh, that's good to know.
So, I mean, consistency of message, right? They're reminding you that, hey, the guy shouldn't be dead.
Hey, their story is what it is. They're like, no. We are in for the second. That's what we do. We're down for it. I mean,
this didn't happen. This stuff. None of this had to happen. This is all.
No.
This is. Here's what
God.
Trump should do. Figure out how Obama managed to deport more illegals with no violence, and just do that blueprint.
Good call, John.
Let's just do
Good
that.
call.
No,
Go back
it
to
would
what
hurt his ego so bad if he had to take a page out of Obama's
does that
book.
dude want to stay out of jail? Might want to start doing some mitigating things. The
Yeah.
other thing I want to ask about is where the fuck are the Epstein files?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
well-
a month overdue. They released a percentage.
Why? Wait, when I don't know, man. I was
There
taught,
you go. This is what we say.
Yep.
The only thing safe in the United States right now are the Epstein
man
files.
under lock and key.
No
fucking
one's
A.
talking about those anymore.
Yeah,
Go
I
figure.
am.
You can't search Epstein on TikTok now.
Come on.
True.
Dude, TikTok has been literally the night of the shooting. TikTok, it was in his first day of being handed over
I
by
heard.
a group of people approved by Trump.
Ellison.
Yeah, suddenly the comments aren't working. I'm getting
Uh-oh.
the same videos over and over again.
Uh-oh.
There are people that I follow who don't even really they're like medical professionals, and they made a post denouncing ICE. Zero interactions.
I heard that you're supposed to delete TikTok now for sure. So.
Really?
Well, and also, yeah,
Now that
like all of
Mossad
their
runs it?
Yes.
The-
now
like,
that the
you
Mossad
are-
is in charge.
you are forced to agree to
Speaking
their
of a
terms
law
of service.
firm, or speaking of
and
a
it's-
law
I'm not
enforcement we pay for, that's Mossad.
Listen, I want to wrap. We've gone.
We were over time.
We are. But there was a lot to talk
get
about.
excited on Lock
thank
Pod.
you, John Cantrell, for coming in. Thanks for
Corinne
Corinne
Straight.
Straight. Lindsay, awesome. Get some rest. We
Yeah.
want you to be rested as a pregnant woman that comes in here on Tuesday
Thanks.
and it helps entertain us. So
Yes.
please get some rest. John, great
I'm
job
glad
with
to
all those
entertain you.
videos.
Thanks.
I know it was a lot today, and I know you're not feeling 100%.
John, you're not.
so thanks
you're
again.
down. You get down with the sickness.
Yeah.
Matt
Man,
Matt
that's bad.
Reardon.
Thanks,
our-
Kevin.
our,
I always like.
Echo Dev Guru. Thanks for coming
I
in.
always like coming on. You
Thanks for
guys are,
sponsoring the show.
Yeah, man. It's fun. Local interaction is fun. For all those people out there listening elsewhere, check out the fucking region. We know what's up.
There you go. Go Bears. We'll have the Locomotive will be back on Friday. He's been busy doing mayor stuff.
Mayor
So
shit.
this is episode 8 of season 17. We are out.